Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see in the title, we're doing an April and May summary. So basically I'm going to talk you through what I was reading, what I was watching, and basically what I've been doing this past 2 months. I'm only afraid that this will be a bit quite short because I'm in quite a burnout and I don't really have energy to do anything, so the list might be quite disappointing for this amount, and it's quite disappointing that I had to merge them together because I was doing so little. The video for 1 month wouldn't make any sense. So without further talking, let's just get to it. And first I'm going to talk about the movies I watched, and I only watched 3 movies in the span of the last 2 months. I know, disappointing, but what can I say? I really am burned out, and it was Twilight, The Eclipse, The Breaking Down, both parts. So 3 movies. I watched them with my sister. We had a little watching series of watching every Twilight movie. And it was quite fun with watching with her. I know I wouldn't do it without her, but when I was watching it with her, it was cool. Of course, I'm still going to say the first part is the best, but they're not bad, and I kind of had a lot with them, maybe because of some iconic lines, like "you imprinted on my daughter." So yeah, the next thing I was doing is reading books, because my goal for this year is reading a book every day, and I'm doing it since January 1st. I didn't miss a single day of not reading a book. And the first one I read is Bon Seno. I just finished it because I was reading it in March, and it's a book by Camille De Angelis, and I read it because I watched the film and I was in love with it. But I have to say I prefer the ending in the book. It kind of felt more symbolic to me. Like, we all saw it coming in the book, and I kind of was trying to deny it, but it came. And yes, I loved reading this book. I love the vibe this book got me feeling. Like, it's amazing. Totally recommend reading it, but it might not be for everyone. But I think it's better than the movie, though I still love the movie. It's not a good adaptation, it's just a good movie. Maybe because I love Luca Guadagnino, or whatever his last name is. I will never remember. So next one on my list is probably Call Me By Your Name, because I also watched the movie and still haven't read the books, and they're waiting for me. The next book I read, which I unfortunately dropped because this wasn't sticking to me what was happening there, and some opinions I clearly could feel Arthur was conveying through the characters. Opinions that he resonated himself with were quite shocking to me and something I didn't agree with, and it just made me drop the book because I got fed up with what is happening there. But I still haven't told you the name of the book, and it's The Portrait of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This is a good classic. I'm not sure about it being a good classic. I really felt like Oscar Wilde was trying to convey too much through this book, and to just put himself on a pedestal by writing this book. But it really made me bored because it was too much. He was trying too hard, in my opinion. Just didn't enjoy reading it because of that. You might try it, it might make sense to you, but the beginning was starting great. I instantly got into the story, but I'm not really sure about this message in this book was because I think my stance on some arguments that the author presented is quite different from the author's opinion, and I really wasn't buying his arguments or most of the lack of them. And I think I'm just too rational for this kind of books. I'm not really a person that will get aesthetics for the aesthetics, and that might be why I didn't enjoy this book, even though it's so popular in Gen Z, in my generation, and I can clearly see the rising of the aesthetics for the aesthetics movement in today's world, but I'm still too rational to be a part of this movement. So yes. Next, I read 2 books that were my required reading for my extended Polish classes, and it was 2 Shakespeare plays. It was Macbeth and Hamlet, and I have to say that in my opinion, Macbeth is a lot better than Hamlet, and it might also be the reason because I'm too rational for Hamlet, and I was just frustrated with Hamlet's actions and his inability to do anything for almost the whole book and play. So I wasn't really feeling myself reading Hamlet, but I enjoyed Macbeth, and Macbeth in my opinion is great because I also enjoy reading about metaphysics, some kind of creatures like the witches and Katie in Macbeth, and I mostly resonated more with the themes conveyed in Macbeth than Hamlet. It's just my humble opinion, but in my opinion, Macbeth is a lot greater than Hamlet. So yeah. And the last book I finished on this list is Bunny by Mona Abad. I read it on my Kobo. It's a reader, and I have to say it was great. I wasn't feeling it in the beginning because I felt like the main character was kind of a pick-me. She's not like the other girls, you know. Why are they acting so girly? It's so weird. But it changed fast, and that's when I started to enjoy this book, because in the beginning the main character was annoying. I'm sorry, I forget her name. But yes, I really enjoyed that book. It was an amazing read, and I for sure must get a physical copy because I feel the need to annotate it. I didn't annotate it when I was reading it on my Kobo, and I feel the need to do this in a physical version of it. I love this book. It was such a great read. I'm in love with this book simply. That's how I'm going to put it. The last book, which unfortunately I didn't finish yet, but I'm planning to finish it today. It took me over a month to finish. It's quite a read. Wait, I should do it. It's quite a read, and it's the Divine Comedy by Dante. The one Divine Comedy by Dante. So we have Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. And the book in itself isn't quite that long. This is how much the real book is. But this is footnotes. And I hate the footnotes at the back. I understand why they're at the back because they're quite long. They might take several pages. Footnote to like 3 lines. But I still don't like flipping through this book, and I don't really like the quality of Penguin Classics because that's what happens to mine. It's more white than black now, and I don't think that was the point of Penguin Black Classics. So yeah, but I enjoy reading it. I think it's amazing read. I really love the translation because I can really say I love how Dante wrote it, because I'm not reading in Latin, I wrote it completely different, but I really love how Robin Kirkpatrick translated this book. It feels poetic. I can feel it's some sort of romantic towards Beatrice, and I just resonate with the idea of Dante being a teenager and just writing a fanfic about himself and Virgil. I really enjoy this book. It might be hard to get into it at the beginning. It was hard for me, but surprisingly, it's not that hard the more you read it. I was expecting a more challenging language, but it's really accessible. For me, I am a 16-year-old who just got my C1 certificate. So yeah, it's a good read. I love how things are described in this book. I love how I'm taken through this journey. I got quite bored when some characters were speaking about their history, because I'm not really into the historical aspect of the book. I'm more into the world building aspect of the book. That's why I mostly pick it up, because I know that Dante's structure of the underworld is referenced a lot in different literary pieces. For example, I know it's referenced a lot in Dan Brown's series about Robert Langdon. I know it's also referenced in Catabasis by R.F. Kuang, and these are both something I want to read, so I decided to pick this up at the beginning, and I'm finishing it today. I can probably say I'm finishing it today. I'm on Cantos 27 of the Paradiso, so I only have 27, 28, 29, 30, 21, 32, 33 left. It's 7, but I'm sure I can do it if I just put myself to do it. And this will be my first book finished in June, and the only book I read through the wall of mine. It is not really optimistic, but I'm on my way to finish it. And after that, I'm going to be reading The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas, and it's even bigger, so I'm scared. But it's not written in verse like the Divine Comedy, so it might be more better to read for me. I might get more into this because it has more plot than just Dante's journey, and we're just going through this journey with him. It's still interesting, I'm not denying it, but I'm not really expecting what will happen, because I know what will happen. They will go to heaven. True. Hell, true purgatory. And they will go to heaven, and that's all that will happen. So, you have to understand that didn't really pull me in. It's still a good read. I recommend this to everyone. And the one thing I can praise Penguin Classic for is how they just... I forgot a word, but they numbered every line, every third line, every third scena, because it's written in third scena. So 3 lines for... I'm not really sure how to explain third scena to someone, because I don't really sure I know how to use adequate words to say it in English, but I really like how they number them. But I don't really like the footnote system in this book. It's terrible. I just want to finish it and never touch the terrible footnote system again. So let's hope it's better in other Penguin classics. That's all I can pray for. And this is all the books I read, and I also have some other things I did in April and May listed. And one thing it's prominent through even March and then April and then May, and we're still going on in June, and we'll be going for maybe another year. It's watching QSMP. I'm quite off of it. I think I'm a month off. I hope I will change that in summer, because I don't have so much time to to watch it right now, but I'm still really interested in it, so let's hope for the best. And I'm watching all of Polish Husaria, so we have Multi, which doesn't upload very much, so the card case didn't even happen when I'm watching him, and we are ready at the regime putting on a trap to kill someone from the Federation. I know I'm talking about the person who doesn't want to just God's true, will get better, trust me. So Multi is quite late, and Graft is also quite late, but he's trying to fix it, which I like. But they don't really upload long videos. Then we have Nexa, which is not late, and he uploads probably a day after the stream, but it's not really long either. Sometimes not even an hour. And then we have Avram, which I love because he uploads almost a whole stream. It's like 3 hours of pure content by him, and it's always on time. I love it. I think I also have some KDB to watch. I have one on this because the wedding, I have to watch it from her perspective. And right now I'm also watching a little bit of Hyper because I just saw something. Oh my god, Nexy, so cute. And he also infected right now, so it's interesting to see what's going on. And that's how I learned about the regime putting on a trap. I don't know if we'll continue watching Hyper, but it's really good for now. And that's what I've been doing with QSMP. I also got English certificate, which I'm really proud of. I already posted a video of my journey of getting an English certificate. I can also say here that I got a CAE certificate, Cambridge Advanced Exam Certificate, and it's on C1 level. So I can say I'm probably fluent in English. It's great. For me, it's an amazing feeling because I was really feeling like I couldn't do it, and I just went there and did it with almost no preparation, and I'm proud of myself for that. I also walk the Rossmann run, and if you're not from Poland, don't worry, I'm going to explain it to you. So basically it's a run held annually every year by Rossmann and its dragster, where you get 5% off for every kilometer you make in 2 hours, and the maximum is 10 kilometers. Then you get 50% off, which can only equal to 150 zloty, which will probably equal to 40 euro or dollars, less than 40 euro or dollars. It's still quite a lot, so of course I did it. I did it with my sister, and we did it. And I already spent money on the Rossmann. And the one thing I'm feeling very happy to buy is the Snell Essence from Corks, I believe. I also wanted to get 345 Relief Queen cream from I don't know where to be honest, but it wasn't available on the store, unfortunately. But I still do kind of a lot of shopping and I'm happy about it. I also played the role of judge in a court simulation, held in a real court. And I'm just proud of myself because it was great. I was quite stressed. I messed something up, and it still turned out great. And I'm happy for myself for doing that because I was the judge. That's the main role. I had to control everything, and there were even situations that were scripted, and I still had to control them. So yes, it was a nice experience. Will I do it again? Never. But will I happy about doing it? Yes. If this one was the first time doing it, will I do it? I'll say yes, but never again. One time is enough. The last thing I did in April is get a new tablet. Sorry, I'm going to look up because I was reading my notes from it. It's such a beautiful case for it in the back, and it's a Samsung Tab S10FE. Oh my god! Look how pretty it is. Taking notes is amazing. I even have a pencil compatible with this, and it's great. All I can say is that it's great. And I already filmed for 21 minutes, so I can say that's all I have ready for you today. I see you again in next 2 weeks, right before I finish first class of high school. Quite stressful, I know, but it went off so far. But I'm sorry, I'm getting out the race. So this is all I have for today, and I see you again next 2 weeks. I hope I see you again in next 2 weeks. So that's all.